Hello, hello, welcome one, welcome all. Do people even say that at all or anymore? Anyway, this is your host, your favorite man-child, Super Jesus Jackson. See, my camera is almost dead, so this will be a fun one. But this will also be a fun one because we're going back, guys. We are going back to one of the most divisive, perhaps hated movies of all time, at least in the superhero genre, Spider-Man 3. This film, I remember, came out in 2007, and little Super Jesus Jackson loved the out of this movie. I thought it was just a super fun movie, and it was just super imaginative for me. I spent so many times just watching that movie, and also watching the bloopers, the extra features that the DVD version came with.
My parents and I were just having dinner here.
Oh.
Hello, I'm going to Hi, Peter.
Hi.
I also loved the theatrical poster of the movie. I thought it was brilliant. The addition of the black suit is just iconic. And now looking back, the movie has always been a fun one for me, but in a more critical eye, in a more mature eye, there's some scenes that really stood out to me in this movie, and also the metaphors of it, the themes, the lessons you learn in this movie, the way some scenes are shot, the cinematography, the music, just a lot of things that, just supersede the conventional, oh, this is a fun comic book movie thing. And I also think, for what it's worth, Sam Raimi did the best he could, given the heavy studio intervention. Obviously, we know that, he wanted to do things differently, and Sony wanted things differently, and we obviously got what Sony wanted, and Spider-Man 4 never happened, and but the fact that this man still pulled out I think, coherent movie for what putting three villains in a movie, in a script, is very, very difficult. Is it even possible? I don't know. Some people maybe have done it, I don't know, but it's very difficult, at least, right? For what he needed to do, I think he did a fantastic job. And obviously, given the recent events with the teaser trailer of Spider-Man No Way Home, with the reveal of Doc Ock, and maybe even Willem Dafoe, who knows, and we might get Tobey Maguire in it, and Andrew Garfield, and let me say, other people have said this, but goddamn, if we don't have a scene in that movie where Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, Tom Holland, and Tobey Maguire Spider-Man are not just pointing at each other, like the three of them, like the meme, it's going to be the biggest fail of the last 10 years. But yes, given the hype surrounding that movie and with Spider-Man in general, I thought this was a perfect time. And also, I believe one of my longtime viewers, Bat Spidey, I think you suggested that I talk about some Spider-Man as well. So here you go. Today, specifically, we are going to be taking a look at the birth of Sandman in Spider-Man 3. This scene has always stuck with me. Even long before I was like a teenager, I think. Just the music, the way it was shot, it was a super emotional scene. And I've always acquainted this scene with the birth of man, the birth of Adam, just kind of how Adam is born from dirt and, sand. This scene to me is that. For a comic book movie, for a movie that's just in theaters to just get money and bring people to eat popcorn and have fun, I'm always astounded whenever any comic book movie has a scene that is really, really in-depth and substantial and just moving as this one is. So I haven't seen this scene in a long time, so this will be very, very fun. Enough yapping, let's do it. The birth of Sandman in Spider-Man 3. That's just brilliant. That's brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I've always loved the way that this scene begins, zooming in to, just the tiniest of rocks, the grains of sand, and then it just zooms out and zooms out and zooms out, and God, what a brilliant way, to start this scene. This is just absolutely incredible. And the music. This is just absolutely incredible, and I love the way that the sand moves, like it's its own entity, Obviously, we know it's going to turn into the Sandman, but, just beautiful. It's like a dance, and the music adds so much. The melody of it. I think there's some flutes going on in there, and it's just really airy, and kind of curious. Really sounds like the beginning. Wow, just, good Lord, the music is in sync with what's happening on screen. Just as you see the mound of sand, build the man, right? And then how it's building, and it starts building right at the perfect moment as the violins are crying, weeping almost, but in a very, it starts very joyful, right? And then it turns into depression, and it makes sense because, he was building, and then he went down. It's just, the emotions are in sync with what's happening with the music and with what we're seeing on screen. And I love how he's got just his face, but not his head. It's just absolutely brilliant. Brilliant is the word of the day here. Oh my God, that melody. It's just, and the way it's revolving around him as he's looking at himself, at who he is now, it's just super melancholy. And we know Sandman's story in the movie. It's a very sad story, so, we can relate with him. It's just, the fact that there's a scene like this in a comic book movie is astounding to me. It's just crazy, because most people equate comic books to be fun and, just basic kind of light entertainment, but when you put this much effort into something related to that, it's just a fantastic contradiction, and I can't help but praise it. And I love the other melodies too, the also the the sounds that come from him too, his sighs. You know, just absolutely heartbreaking. That shot was when you're constipated. God, I had to do it. No, but I just thought it was brilliant. The fact that they, you know, still decide to show his expression, you know, through the sand. Just absolutely beautiful. And the piano here is very solemn. We know what's happening with his daughter. She's dying and he needs money. You know, when he reaches out and he can't, you know, because he's made of sand, it's just, or at least he's not fully formed yet. Just tears at your heartstrings. But here, you know, we're getting the good stuff here. Oh my God, like the music is so in sync, you know what I mean? Like when things are positive in the scene, you know, when it's evoking something positive, you know, he's building himself like solidly. The music becomes much more jubilant, you know, it becomes much more major, you know, in the sad, solemn moments we get more minor. I mean, it's very simple, right? Everyone has to do this, but you know, I guess, I don't know, maybe I just like the little things, or it doesn't happen enough and that's why I notice it, or I don't know, but it's great. Oh my God, wow. The transition from the CGI to live action there is brilliant. This is 2007 here. Now, you know, we're a little bit more far ways away here, but, you know, still, the way that the sand just kind of disappears, you know, it looks very realistic. I'm not going to lie. They blended it perfectly. And the score here is, I think, Danny Elfman, I believe so, yeah. Just absolutely brilliant. And the way the music just builds and builds as he is getting up is just powerful, man. It's my favorite part, and how it zooms in on his face, even though we can't really see his full expression, you know, because he's of sand, but still, we're human beings, you know. It's the same reason as to why when we see a stick figure, we don't have to see the stick figure completely in 100% perfect human detail. We know it's a human being. So here, you know, just seeing the outline of the eyes and the forehead and the grins, you know, we see the acting through that. I'm sorry, just really quickly, the Spider-Man 3 official trailer popped out here, and the description is like, it's interesting. You know, it doesn't sound like your typical comic book movie descriptions. Columbia Pictures' Spider-Man 3 reunites the cast and filmmakers from the first two blockbuster adventures for a web of secrets, vengeance, love, and forgiveness that will transport worldwide audiences to thrilling new heights. Okay, never mind. It does sound like maybe like a typical comic book movie, but the fact that it because, you know, it has the cheesiness of adventures of a web of secrets, but then vengeance, love, and forgiveness. That's just like, sounds epic, man. Like, it's really, you know, just trying to be more than what it is. But obviously we know, I mean, the movie is all those things. I'm just saying that for a comic book movie, it's just, I don't know. It's just everything. It's a teen drama. It's a popcorn flick. It's a heavy duty moral, you know, lesson heavy movie. But, you know, it's just fantastic. I love this movie, man. But anyways, guys, that was The Birth of Sandman from the legendary Spider-Man 3. And the controversial, I will add. Do you guys agree with my take in regards to this scene? Let me know in the comment section below. I love to read your comments. Also, I want to thank you guys for the support on my last 2 videos, Wild Blue, John Mayer, and Dancing Robots. Make sure to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed what you saw. Share this video with your friends, it really helps a ton, and hit the notification bell so you can get notified whenever I upload. Make sure to follow my social medias and my original music. The links are down in the description below. But that's it for me. You guys take care, stay safe, and until next time, I love you. I also loved the theatrical poster of the movie. That was terrible.